So my opening statement is very pleased with a couple of different things. Number one, going down 1-0 and being able to come back and get the goals we needed to win the game was very important. I think the unselfish play of Jordan Morris was tremendous tonight. I know Clint was the recipient, and I'm so happy that Clint is, going to silence maybe some of his critics with a 3-goal performance. And I'm also happy with the grit and determination of the defenders, because they gave up a goal early on a set piece, and we challenged them at halftime, and they responded to the challenge. Obviously, we were a bit fortunate with the one scramble, and things in soccer always can change. But I was very pleased with their performance of the defenders to limit a good Orlando team, a very, very good team, to just 1 goal tonight.
Matt Johnson.
You said it's been very confident this week. Your team has been very confident this week. You said, I don't want to ask, did you see this coming? But at some point, did you see this breakthrough coming for your squad?
Well, you always hope for that. I mean, every game is difficult in this league. It's a league filled with parity. Like I said, Orlando's a very, very good team. They get a bright future ahead of them. But I just think that we were snake bit. I think I used that last game or whatever. We couldn't get the breaks we needed. And tonight it seemed like we got the breaks we needed to open the game up.
Right here, front row. Do you have a question still?
Of course, you kind of alluded to it there about the being snake bit last week. You talked about the things that really stood out to you this week as well. What is one thing that really did stick out in your mind tonight compared to that first game that you were head coach?
Well, we finished our chances. Number one, we created a lot of chances against LA. And I think tonight I don't have the stat sheets in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that we created quite a few chances as well. In that sense, I was pleased, because you can always, if you create 18, 15 chances a game, you would hope that your team is able to finish 1, 2, 3, maybe more. But I was happy with both games because we were getting chances in front of their goal.
Front row, please.
Coach, you took Clint Dempsey off this evening with quite a bit of the game to go. Was that tactical, or was there an injury concern there?
He was just feeling a little winded, and this is a team sport. And what happened for me anyway, and I'll have to ask him some more details, but so Jordan Morris is pretty fast, and Jordan got in behind, and Clint was catching up to him, having to sprint 50, 60, 70 yards at a time. And so Clint's effort in those moments got him the goals that he scored, and that was part of the reason why he might have been a little fatigued. And then I have the luxury of bringing Nelson Valdez, other good players off the bench. That is a positive for me.
Please.
Alicia Delgado with the Orlando Sentinel. A couple similarities between Seattle and Orlando City this season with the mid-season coaching change. Did it feel, any extra validation coming in through all of that and handing them their first home loss in over a year?
I was unaware that was their first home loss in over a year. I prefer to just, take a look at the history of the Sounders franchise. I think we've, over the years, have been a really good road team, and I've wanted to instill that confidence back in that group. We can be a good road team. We will be a good road team, and we're going to need to be a good road team if we have a chance of making the playoffs.
Matt?
Same question about Jovan Jones, having him come off for Zach Scott.
That one I have to get with the medical staff with. He was having a little hard time breathing, so I don't think it was anything serious. But again, the comment I want to make there is unselfish play. So not only was Jordan's, assists unselfish play, but the team believes in itself. So if one player doesn't feel like he can contribute 100%, that that player actually has the confidence that the player that's coming off the bench will be able to provide that 100% plus of effort. And I think those guys are starting to believe that in the locker room.
This is your first road win since DC. Talk about what that does for the club inside the locker room, long flight home, getting ready for RSL.
Well, it is a long flight and an early morning wake up, but it's always nicer to wake up with a smile on your face. So it'll be a nicer flight, Matt.
Any other questions? Yeah, front row, please.
Coach, can you talk a little bit, please, about the contribution that Nicolas Lodeiro made tonight? Because he seemed to be involved in so much of your positive forward play.
People around the league, not just here in Orlando, will see firsthand how good Lodeiro is, and now second game together with Clint, Jordan, Osvaldo, you know, some of those guys. He is a player that can make others around him much better, and I think that is the key thing for me. He makes every player on the field a little bit better. And that's the type of player that we needed, and we're ecstatic that he's here.